most of the PI attorneys listening, specifically the PI attorneys, are like, no, you can't get leads from social. Like, they're just closed-minded to it. They don't know how to do it. So what's a strategy? How does the strategy differ for PI, and how does it work for you?
So I think with PI, it makes sense when people are closed-minded to it. You know, the person getting in the accident is probably not going to be the one that sees your social media, but they are going to go home and they're going to tell their friends, they're going to tell their parents, whoever, or even, you know, someone they work with. I can't come in, I got into an accident. And those are the people more often who are like, oh, I just scrolled on TikTok, I saw this lawyer, this person, you know, said they offer free consultations, because a lot of people don't even realize that you can talk to a lawyer, no strings attached. So it's more, we're getting the awareness out so that those people are there to kind of advocate for us when somebody they know gets into the accident. And then it creates more of that word of mouth trust from the get go, as opposed to cold calling somebody. And, you know, I could sing my praises and I could be chummy with you, but you don't actually know if I'm going to screw you over the first chance I get. So even though the people who are referring us might not know us, to the person who's coming to us after getting in an accident, they feel like there is that connection because somebody they know trusts us, even though they have never had that face to face with us. So it's a definitely different take on it, but I mean, I don't want to admit, but it works. So
Yeah.
I hope they don't
Yeah.
start doing it, but
Right,
it's
right.
kept
Well,
us
there.
very busy.
Well, you know the whole execution thing. So many will not. You know,
Yeah.
I would say, you know, I watched many of your TikToks, and you know,
Okay.
at the very beginning, I like you just, hey, I'm Samantha Parks. Sparks. I'm a personal injury attorney, and it's like very clear right at the beginning before you do
Hmm.
anything, and it's just over and over and over for that
Yes.
consistency. The You know, the other thing that a lot of people are fearful of are like the comments and like people being mean. I did see one comment that I gotta admit I did chuckle a little bit, was the who repossessed your photos.
Oh my God. That, and that's, see, like, it's good. I love that. I mean, I don't know if you
Hmm.
saw the response, but they got me on that one. I was like, you win this
Yeah,
round.
yeah,
So
and
it is kind of, it's a weird thing because, and I don't have enough followers or clout to say I have fans. That's way out of my
hmm
league. That's a page thing. Um, but it's crazy because those are the little things that make people feel like they know you and make people feel like they trust you. So now anytime I do a video with the empty frames behind me, I have those
hmm
4 or 5 people who are like, oh, yeah, there it is. Like, we totally joked around. Like, I
hmm
know that's an inside joke we have when I make that video of getting called out. So it's, you can roll with the punches. I mean, some people are just rude,
hmm
and I'm not as good as answering quite as politely as Paige. I give them
hmm
a lot of like LOL's, big feelings, like, I'm sorry you're so upset about this TikTok you couldn't scroll past, but
right.
she's a lot nicer than me.
Yeah, that's funny. And then the TikTok that we're referring to, guys, is uh your office is decorated. I really like your style. I like the green, and then you had these frames, these really nice frames, but you didn't have pictures in them. And then
Yes.
someone commented who repossessed your photos, and you had fun with it. Like, you took it and you rolled with it. And then the thing that's different though is, even though you may not have as many followers as, you know, other people in the space, I gotta your engagement's super high. Like,
Yes.
it is super high.
It's a very interesting space to be in because it's weird. I mean, and some of them, that the bigger videos I've had are more consumer protection, but you'll have 40,000 views and I'll wake up and be like, no, 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 I didn't mean that. Like, I'm sorry. Everyone stop watching. This is just for the 10 people who like actually care about me as a person. Um, but it is, and I think part of it too is the methods that I kind of steal from Paige, the parts of it that work for me. So I do kind of have a cheat sheet, and, you know, making sure I'm always clear up front, like you said, like, this is who I am. I'm an authority in the matter, but I'm also not going to try to lie to you and make you trust me and then be like, surprise, I'm a lawyer. Um, and it is kind of just it's the candor, and it's the willingness to give people information that could benefit them and not benefit me. is what I think kind of gets the engagement higher on the videos.
Yeah, you're more educational, but it's in a fun way. Like I found a lot of times when I see a lot of the PI, it's like, yeah, it's like here are the steps to take after a car accident or what I need to do, but it's just like so dry, and it's just like literally that whatever 3-second thing in TikTok, it's just like swipe. And is there a place for like Monday we're posting a motivational quote, Tuesday we're doing a Google review that's is there a place for that? Does that work at all?
Yeah, I think it works in a sense of you need to be posting every day. So our Facebook, especially with, I don't want to say the older audience, but the older audience, they need those daily reminders, hey, I exist, hey, I exist. So spacing it out with the videos and then a day where you have a Google review, it kind of helps to be a breather and a reminder of we're giving you these fun videos, we're giving you this advice, but we're actually doing work and we're getting results for people. So we use it more as kind of a check-in, I guess. But I don't think a lot of people on Facebook don't realize how smart people are. And if all I'm posting is checks and me, out on the golf course being a baller, that's not real. And it's going to make people question me. So we try to just keep it as personable as possible, but it's not, I wouldn't say the motivational quotes are going to get you a lot of business.
Yeah. Shifting over just a couple more things on social, and we'll kind of shift the direction is, like I hear Gary Vee talk about like contextualizing to the platform. And you mentioned it, like, hey, Facebook, it's like an older audience. Then you've got TikTok, which is, first of all, they're growing all audiences, but it is originated a younger audience. So are you like creating one piece of content and then doing it in different ways to contextualize each platform, or, what goes into that in terms of like the amount that you got to post and like for each specific channel?
Yeah. So we never waste content. So even if I do something that is geared towards TikTok, it's going on Instagram because quantity in that sense is going to be more important than quality because people want that consistency. So we will do things that are specifically geared towards a platform, but it is still going to be used on all platforms because on the off chance that's something that gets to somebody in one and doesn't get to them on the other, but whatever I did on TikTok that they liked and made them go to my profile, they might scroll down 3 and see that thing that didn't get pushed to them, but that ends up being whatever they need to trust us. So it's more about making sure you get those 3 contact points with somebody because that's the point in which they'll start to trust you on social media. So things like YouTube, they need to be longer videos for people to actually engage. The short reels don't really get you anywhere. So if we do 3 parts on TikTok, we might put all 3 parts into one on YouTube to get that longer video, to get the like way that people like to consume on that. But we're never wasting. It's on every platform. You can go look and see us everywhere, no matter what, which poor Paige, it probably takes 15 minutes for her just to get stuff out on all of my platforms because I hate having to do that part.
Right. Well, and, there's something to be said about quantities, just to simplify things in terms of inputs and outputs. It's like, hey, 5 billboards are better than 1, assuming, there could be the argument that this one billboard was strategically placed. But I'm just saying, in general, more quantities